Good evening to everybody. Thanks for clicking on to the very late edition of Vogan's European Outlook for Thursday, the 8th of August. And it looks as if we have got some changes coming up, and it's going to be courtesy of Tropical Storm Debbie that has been essentially trapped over the southeast corner of the United States during the majority of this working week. It made a landfall in northwestern Florida as an 80-mile-per-hour hurricane, and has been creating a deluge over the southeast of the United States over the last several days. But we are going to start to see changes taking place as Debbie eventually starts to track north over the eastern half of the United States. That is going to create a change in the upper air setup, and the jet stream is going to take a dip over the North Atlantic. So initially at the moment, this is the situation going back to Sunday last weekend. There was Debbie stuck underneath this trough in the eastern half of the United States here. This has essentially shut the door to Debbie being able to track northeastwards. But as we play through the next several days here, you can see the changes taking place. Debbie eventually starts to lift northwards, and it then starts to create a dip in the jet over the North Atlantic. And as it does so, it is going to send the jet stream north of the UK as we move through the course of this weekend and into next week. There's that dip here. There's Debbie firing up a strong branch of the jet here. But notice the big southward jog here in the jet stream over the North Atlantic. That then in turn downstream sends the jet north into at least the northern UK, if not north of there. And it's going to allow some of the hottest air of the entire summer so far into at least southeastern areas of England. Now, the MJO remains in phase 8 into 1, and therefore we are going to have to continue to watch for tropical activity. We've got a fairly robust wave now entering the eastern side of the Caribbean and just north of the main islands. This is a system that may try to form over the next few days, and we have got a conducive environment as well as ocean environment to see development taking place. So looking at the rainfall of the GFS here, this is between now and UTC 0100 on Monday, so midnight into Monday morning. You can see here that we've got the heaviest rains western side of the UK, as well as Ireland also here, largely dry compared to very, very little in the way of rain actually across central and eastern areas of England, even eastern Scotland seeing less in the way of rainfall. And you see the majority of the heavy rainfall stays to the west of the UK and Ireland here due to that realignment in the upper air pattern that will allow some of the very, very warm 850 temperatures to push into the southern UK. Essentially, we could be talking about temperatures 33 Celsius in the southeast corner of the UK. Now, we will see temperatures between 10 and 15 Celsius at 5,000 feet over northern UK, so we may see, if there is enough sunshine, temperatures push the upper 20s, even into Moray, Aberdeenshire, prone areas that are susceptible to the highest temperatures with southwesterly winds, so we'll keep an eye on that. But notice here that as we move into 9 a.m. UTC on Monday, we've got the 850 temperatures close to 20 Celsius. So this is a notable heat surge moving northwards out of Spain and Portugal, France, into the southern UK. And you notice here we've already got fresher conditions moving into Scotland, Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland staying largely in that slightly fresher condition. So the temperatures will be restricted here. But nonetheless, an interesting situation developing. Looking at the latest radar here, we have seen areas of heavy rainfall through the course of Thursday. That is moving in a kind of east-northeasterly direction across the UK and Ireland, with showers blowing in on a fairly brisk west to southwesterly wind as well. High temperatures for Thursday were looking like this here. So we did have mid to high teens in parts of northern Scotland here. But generally speaking, temperatures close to average, if not slightly below average in the north, and close to average across the south of the UK during the course of Thursday. So looking at the overview chart here of the weather charts website, you can see if the internet is definitely coming and going quite a bit here, so I do apologise for that. But this is the main front that moved through during the course of today, followed by a rash of showers. West to southwesterly winds are going to be fairly brisk, or more like westerly winds, really, to be honest, over the next few days. And then you notice here that the system comes in from a southwesterly direction, tries to develop, but notice the position it's staying to the west of the UK and Ireland, hence why we're going to open the door to some fairly warm air. Now notice here that we do have a frontal system that moves over the mainland during the course of Monday. That needs to be watched. We've got some very buoyant air indeed, especially with a lot of heat and humidity trapped at the surface. With cooler air in the mid and upper levels, we will have a frontal system that will need to be tracked. It could generate some fairly heavy showers and thunderstorms embedded within that as well, before we have a freshening out of the air mass once that frontal system moves eastwards here. So that's it for today, short and sweet, and I will try and be back again tomorrow with a Friday update, so stay tuned for that. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday evening. Bye for now.